Please stand by. Please, please stand by. Please stand by, pretty please. Please stand by. Please sit. Sit up. Simon says sit up. Simon says stand. Simon says jump up and down. Simon says stop. Jump up and down again. Whoops, Simon didn't say it. Please stand by.
Beautiful intro.
SWA. Acknowledge your champion.
Do you see
What's
me
up,
back
guys?
as I do that? Did you see that? And your Savage money, your Savage in the Bank winner also. But I
keep that briefcase away from me. Keep it away.
Believe me, it's burning the hole through. Like every time I'm picking it up, it's just sizzling hot. But I'm like, no, Shady owns it right now. I don't want to steal his spotlight because I'm. But then again, I have to wait on you to lose, right? And that may never happen. I may just let the contract run up. I don't know. I'm sure I can win it again. The Savage in the Bank case is near and dear to my heart. I'm sure I will be a multi-time winner of that, and we'll just run it back next year probably. Is that fair, right, Colonel?
Sounds good.
Can we just say, hey, this is mine for longer than a year? We can have two Savage in the Banks. Maybe I win a second briefcase, and I just come out carrying both. How would that be?
I don't think anybody's ever lost two briefcase matches in one night, but there's a first time for everything.
Well, I'm smart enough to at least, I haven't even attempted yet. So if I say, huh? Oh, he's drunk.
He's Mr. Piss Off Will.
Oh, okay. Well, since you're just a Facebook user, I'm assuming I'm Mr. Urine Away. I'm Mr. Piss Off. So before you leave a little marmy comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.com/Facebook because they care, Facebook user, but I do not, especially when you come at me all heated like you did just now. Because again, I'm assuming it's me. I'm assuming I'm the... Oh my God. Was it him? Are you Mr.
I'm not
I'm
even
not
going to
even.
acknowledge
I
him.
don't acknowledge that show's existence. The only one I acknowledge at this moment, well, I should because we have now 3 shows on SWA. Am I right?
Yeah.
Champion and chairman. 3 shows.
Takeover, Anarchy, and Outbreak.
This is the one, man. This is the money maker. This is the one that I was given the keys with. I was given the keys to the kingdom, the Ferrari. I crashed it in a big old. I hit a brick wall. It
Yeah, you
caught
did.
blaze, and then they
Big old
revived
fire.
it. And yeah,
Big
it
old
was
fire.
a big fire. But Rick, as he does, Colonel puts it out, revives it, resurrects it, and now he's giving me my baby back. Basically, I mean, it's not officially set in stone, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, I put my application in, so I feel pretty good.
Well, I feel good to be here on this Thursday night, fellas. Sorry we couldn't make it last night to everybody who was looking forward to the show last night.
How do you know
And,
what I did last night, RJ? It was in memory of this trial with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. That's why I did that. I'm Team Johnny. You heard? Look at Rick's notes. He's so adorable. It's RJ's birthday, by the way. That's why I had to put this up there.
Are you making fun of people that take notes?
No, I said he looks. I have.
I'm sorry. Just give me 1 second, please.
You want to see my notes, Justin?
Yeah, is that a net? What's it say? I can't read. Shady. What's it say?
It says Derby.
Derby. Okay.
Zandon 3-1, Epicenter 7-2, and Masir 8-1.
See, you're doing your research already.
I'm on Happy Jack.
No, I'm on Happy Jack. Give me 2 $1 bills.
I don't have $2 right now. I have to go to the bank to get $2. The $2 in my teeth.
I'm on.
I have to have 2 $1 bills. I've got to.
The people that don't know, we from Kentucky take the Derby seriously, and so should you, Shady. You're a colonel now.
No,
There you go.
And I'm still waiting.
Y'all wouldn't believe how terrible he has been with these dabbern teeth.
There you go.
He has drove me insane. It has been awful.
Mom, you're being broadcasted to 50,000 people right now.
Oh.
she's like, wait a minute, hold on.
You're the one that sat down in front of it.
I had the $2. I had the $2 ready. What happened?
Look at my wallet, Mom.
I don't have $2, but if I did, Mother Chairman, I would give them to you. I honestly, I know Zandor. Is it Zandor or Zandon? Because I haven't looked.
Zandon.
Who is that?
Don't drink and drink. Hey, Facebook user, for real, because you're starting to annoy me at this time.
Hey, Steve Thomas, go sign up. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.com/Facebook.
Is that who it is?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just assuming.
Yeah,
It's either him or Big Red.
Steve looks like he's on a 4th grade, reading level anyway, so he probably doesn't know what StreamYard is. Anyway, I mean, he doesn't know how to work it, which, to be fair, I don't either at times. So
I'm still getting used to the new guys and their sense of humor and things of that nature. So
yeah, the way they operate. Yeah, it's been
seriously, we're going to get in that here in a minute. And I'm also going to say this too. Again, like I was trying to say, I want people that don't really understand the Derby is a big thing to me. I live in Kentucky. It's this weekend. I'm a Kentucky colonel. That's colonel thing is not just saying I'm a colonel. I really am a Kentucky colonel. Same with Shady over there.
Kentucky colonel too.
Yeah. So Justin will be eventually if he pays me the money that he's supposed to pay me from 2 years ago.
I'm shooting to win the trifecta. If I can win the trifecta, I'm set for life, brother.
Happy Jack. I'm going with Happy Jack.
Happy Jack.
Happy Jack.
What's your reasoning for that?
My grandfather's name is Jack.
I knew there was a name because both your grandfathers are actually Jacks, right?
Yes, they are.
You're going pretty far against the odds there. So I mean, if you win, you could win big.
I try to keep up. Honest to God, these last 2 years have been terrible with me keeping up with the Derby. Last year, the winner got stripped, and
that's the year before. Yeah, you're right.
Last year, He died this year. He died.
This is my list. Like I said, we got Zandon with 3-1 odds, Epicenter with 7-2 odds, Messire at 8-1, and then I've got 2 wild horses that I bet on. I got Taiba and White Alberio.
What, you do that on DraftKings?
Yeah.
Yeah? You can do that on DraftKings?
Well, the betting, do they have their own horse race?
There's a free pool that you can go on and bet on right now. And then they'll have the actual Derby bets up Saturday, I'm sure.
See, we're on Thursday right now. Tonight's Thursday, right? So it's like it'll be around 5 o'clock post. So we may have a horse or a couple horses scratch tomorrow. I mean, that's usual. We'll get a couple. Rick is Kentucky born and bred, and I love it. And Shady, you're getting into it. I love Triple Crown time. This is.
Oh, I do too.
We don't have football going on, and I know we have America's full of football fans. Basketball.
It's the sport. To me, it's the sport of this time of year besides the NBA playoffs. So
yeah. So, but this weekend, Cinco de Mayo weekend, we have
And I took it.
You took my last dollar?
Yeah.
She took his last dollar and put it on Happy Jack.
That's what she's doing. My dad's wanting to.
Okay.
My dad's wanting to. We have a derby party every year, which you all know that. So my kids are coming, and my dad wants all of us to put $1 in a bet this year, and the winner of the family takes the money this year. So
I kind of think Kylie's going to beat Elijah this year in there,
and then they race. Yeah, like they. My kids go out on the road and they fucking run, and they actually race
with traffic. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yep, sure do, buddy.
That's only after they play in the ditch.
This year, we always eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, and that seriously, we really do. We make a big ordeal here. But this year, with the cheese, I can't eat Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Eat the coast ball.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I can eat the mashed potatoes, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look. I get it. I get it. Milk it for all it's worth.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Dentist. Better call Saul. Sorry, I love that.
And then I go again the 16th, like I told you all before, and they take it all out, and you won't listen to me whine more like a bitch then when they take them all out.
No, honestly, tooth pain, Shady, you've mentioned it before. It's hell on everyone. Everyone had, what? Oh my God, Marvin!
What's up, Marvin?
What's
up, David K. Smith, Diamond Dave? What's up, Dylan James or Gadai? Oh, Gadai is the one that says don't drink and stream, and Dylan says he's got $10 for you.
Okay, that's big come Saturday. I actually really, and I know my brother's not watching right now, I would love to go to the casino this weekend, play a little bit of cards, bet on some horses, because I bet in person. My old accounts and stuff from Twin Spires, I did Twin Spires because it's actually in your state of Kentucky.
We need to do an SWA poll.
It's not state, Justin. We're a Commonwealth. Get it right.
Oh,
that's
sorry.
Right.
Well, my bad. The Commonwealth. But no, the Twin Spires actually ran there out of Louisville. And I had a Twin Spires account. Never made a dime, but it was still fun. I love horse racing. I just haven't been into it as much this year because our winner last year, what was the name? It was Bob Baffert-backed horse. And I can't. Medina Spirit. That's it. He died. He died here. Oh my God, the fiend!
Who's the horse? The horse died.
The horse died, and we had another horse from last year's. I don't know if it was the Derby or one of the Triple Crown races, but he also died. Like they're having fatal heart attack. So, and just different stuff. They're messing with their medication, foods, and diet, and all that. So, hopefully this year it's a safe, clean race, and we have thoroughbreds for the next 25 years, because if you can win the Kentucky Derby, your name's gonna, and you survive, I should say that, you're going straight to the stud farm, just like Mad Dog, my belt.
Where you at?
My belt is put up, and I'm not getting it out.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, all of mine are legit World Heavyweight Championships. You see, this is an LZW World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay.
This is my SWA World Heavyweight Championship.
The DX.
Diamond Dave should know that this is my SPW World Heavyweight Championship.
Look at Rick's doing the stretches with his. You're right.
I'm bigger than Kenny Omega at this point, son.
No, you're Matt Cardona. You're the belt collector. He's the newest.
Yeah.
Glows in the dark.
That's a good point.
What?
Glows in the dark.
Glows in the dark. Yeah, call Tim Vick for your specialized.
I got something else that glows in the dark.
What's that? No, I'm glad you mentioned the Derby horses because I hate to get back into that, but I love this weekend. This is a super special weekend for not only the Kentuckians of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, but everybody. It's a tradition, man. This is going to be fun. No matter what happens, as long as everybody's safe, has a good time. It's a party.
2 years ago, this is when
I want to see the.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Shady.
Oh, what happened? I want to see the odd horse win. You know, like the one with the lowest odds. Like, I want to see that horse just fucking win and make so many people rich that it's not even funny.
Mind That Bird was the one, right? I think he was like 50-1 or something, or 20. I don't know. If you're 50-1, you're basically like, I could beat you out there. What up, Ralph? Another dentistry thing.
What's up, Josh
Farrell, how are you, partner? What did you say about 10 years back? Sorry, I didn't mean to. You said 10 years ago, and then you said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
You talking about me? 2 years ago, this is when Two Night Stand happened. I don't know if either one of you were here, but other people will remember. All right, so let's go in the first match, and then we're going to go on the operational side so people will know.
I was here for 2 nights. You said 2 years ago or 10 years ago?
2 years ago was Two Night Stand.
So what year are we in? 20? Okay, I was here. I think I did the commentary, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yeah, of course I did, because I'm Mr. Commentary in SWA.
Fifth Boy versus Marvin. Shady, go for it.
Corey versus...
Wait, who? What?
I'm sorry.
Wait.
I have no teeth. Fifth Boy. Man, that 5 boy. And Marvin.
Fifth Boy versus Marvin.
Yeah.
Fifth Boy. Oh.
Okay.
We're getting into it. Shady, I'm ready for some hard-hitting commentary.
I know you all seen it. I'll be honest with everybody. I was knocked out yesterday. I did not watch no promos. I know you all did, so you all decide yourselves on it.
I mean, Fifth Boy came out.
People.
Right. Fifth Boy came out and made a pretty impressive debut, if you ask me. But Marvin held his own and held strong. In the very early beginning. However, I think that the punishment from the week before on Marvin just was, wasn't enough to take, the win away, the victory away from Fifth Boy this week. He came in with a, determined to pick up a debut win, and that's exactly what Fifth Boy did.
So Marvin does not get the victory, but an ample effort, great opportunity. That's what I love right now.
According to the medical team, Marvin was still had a slight concussion and wasn't fully medically cleared to even start the matchup. But he went out there anyways because that's the type of competitor and fighter that he is.
Marvin, you have to get this, the signature from Mr. SWA's physician. Go ahead, Shady. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting.
That was it. That was it.
I know, but I felt I haven't signed off on his injury yet, and he can say what he wants. He brings his own team of doctors. He's mentioned that, right? And that's just not, we're not trying to be sued here in SWA. It's happened before. I've sued SWA before for sexual harassment. They said you can't sexually harass yourself. And I'm like,
We
okay.
gave him a couple of days off, though. We figured if he takes a couple of days off, maybe he'll be better and be back to normal again. And we'll be, better for next week or the week after.
Oh, okay, Ralph. I remember the talk. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the nice wishy-washy. But
Ralph Swagger versus Minotaur National Championship Tournament.
Ooh.
Ralph Swagger versus Minotaur?
And I didn't see Minotaur promo at all this week. I don't know if I missed it.
Minotaur is taking a leave of absence, sort of.
This was one of those matchups that never even got started this week. So we're going to postpone this match for next week.
I like that, Shady. I like the postponement. Because
you don't got a promo next week for because I know you already did. He did a lot.
Right.
But you have to wonder, obviously, Minotaur.
There was some scheduling conflict with Minotaur this week, and he wasn't able to make his flights or something. So, like I said, we'll continue this matchup next week.
Yes, I like that.
Smash Diamond Dave.
Who did
Diamond Dave?
That's the main event. Adam Smash and Diamond Dave.
Oh.
Adam Smash, man. I mean, this guy, he's got a lot to say. I mean, truly.
Talk about teeth problems too. Like we mentioned, teeth. That dude looks like he's been chewing on concrete for about 6 months, doesn't he?
Well, that's neither here nor there. But
he just ugly.
There's a lot of guys that have came into SWA over the past few weeks, and they're making big moves. I mean, they're making him very impressive debuts here.
Smash by the way, I think that's what you were getting to, right? Like Smash. Right. He's one of the top guys, one of my favorites.
And Diamond Dave, he's definitely no pushover. I mean, Diamond Dave just currently beat me over in another under another brand. And so, I mean, I don't take anything at all in this business away from Diamond Dave. However, Adam Smash was just too big for Diamond Dave this week. And no matter how many times Diamond Dave kept getting back up, Adam Smash just kept smashing it. It's in his name. Yeah. He kept smashing him right back down to the mat until Adam Smash picked up the 1-2-3 victory this week.
You're right, man. Dave, and I've said this behind closed doors, but I'm not a shy man to say it in front of other people. Diamond Dave, there's a few guys that really set themselves apart, and I'm being dead serious when I say this. He is one of my favorites to watch.
Definitely.
Bar none. And there's just a lot of change. There's a lot of turnover happening. And honestly, I feel like some of the talent, and I'm not speaking for myself really, but kind of in a way, I'm kind of in that little grouping too. Like where do I fit in the scheme of things? Where do I go from here? We have 15 or 20 more guys now, guys and girls. And I wonder if Dave, I'm not saying he's getting lost in the shuffle because he's not. Dave and the Diamond Boys, the Diamond Club, they can set themselves apart. But again, going back to the new roster additions, going back to all the newcomers, I think it's kind of thrown him off his game a little bit for this week and this week only. I expect Dave to come back just spitting bars and ready to take over, and in a lack of a better term, because that's what he does. He's a primetime player. He's a franchise guy. And much like yourself, Shady, I mean, you mentioned he just beat you here, recently, this week?
Yeah, another promotion. So, I mean, I'm a busy man. I compete seven nights a week, and I can't always stay on top of my game. And Diamond Dave got the best of me that night. So,
but he did lose. All right. And he lost this one. So, I mean, that's you guys. Maybe you guys need to drop the belts. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't do that. Smoke time.
This is number 3 in the past 30 hours. Number 3. Smoking on this side away from the open sockets.
Yeah,
you don't need to smoke at all.
Well,
and you're And you're
as
not.
you're looking.
I can't say that I didn't.
Did you give it a 24-hour time period?
Well, I mean, I was kind of unconscious for 24 hours after my teeth got pulled. So
it says on the paper that I should wait 24 hours, so I waited 30. But this will be number 3. I mean,
I think you're good.
You'll definitely feel the difference. You'll get a different kind of head rush.
But I'm not sucking on it really. I know this sounds bad. Y'all can do whatever you gotta do, but like I'm not sucking on the cigarette as normal as I would. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's on the
fuck
other
that.
side. That's the whole.
I know you feel like you're pull. You know, you've got. I understand it. Trust me. I don't even know how to explain it, but I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody.
What's up?
Oh, hey, guys.
It's time to make things clear about operational stuff. So,
you see what God just did to me, man? What?
What happened?
I exhaled real deeply, and it blew my weed everywhere, and that's not cool.
I'm gonna smoke this one cigarette, and then I'm gonna go into operations for everybody, so everyone knows what's going on now. Okay? So you two fill in the blanks.
This is the point in the show where we're just chilling.
Yeah,
I'm rolling a blunt.
To be honest, so I'm ready to fill them in. You know, I've shot blanks as far back as I can remember. It's one of my many talents. What about you, Shady? How do you feel about I don't know, this weekend, just everything in life, from SWA to the Derby to fatherhood, the living life in Georgia to Roe versus Wade. I'm kidding. We don't have to talk about that.
I've had a pretty decent week this week. I mean, I can't complain. I've woke up. Blank Man is a very hilarious movie. I love that movie.
I don't think I've seen Blank Man, by the way.
It's got like one of the Wayans brothers in it.
Is he a scientist?
I can't remember, man. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay, I'm Blank Man. It sounded when you said there's this one movie. No, never mind. It's Senseless. That's what I was thinking of.
That's Meteor Man.
Meteor Man. Senseless. That's a pretty good. I mean, it's when you mention one of the Wayans brothers, Blank Man. I want to watch it now.
Right, so obviously, the top of the tier of the SWA is me. Obviously, hello. I'm the boss. I'm the owner. Blah blah blah. I'm the chairman. Anything I say goes. Period. In SWA. Don't like it. I don't give a fuck. You want to argue about it? You can argue about it. But then we get to the point. Bye. No, I'm kidding. But like I am the boss. I just announced Thomas is now the new number 2. Takes over for Jen. That was a really big move, y'all. You all new people really don't understand how big of a big move that truly is for us. Like, you all want to elaborate on that for a minute? Do you all want to elaborate what the number 2 is and all that stuff real quick to these new people and why it's so special and why Jen's so special? You know, go ahead.
I'll let Justin take this one.
Well, the deputy chairman, she and I'm speaking of Jen. Obviously, Thomas isn't a female. I don't think.
And Thomas is not deputy chairman; he's vice chairman. That title we retired that title.
Right. You did mention that in the post. I'm sorry. I apologize. But no, she was basically like you said. You're the captain. You're in charge. But man, Jen gave you a run for your money. Is that fair? She was everything SWA. A couple of these other shows, the Skull Report, me and Shady were honored and privileged enough to be on there. You know, especially the last few months, she just had a great time. She was a moderator. What was she? She was an admin, not a moderator. An admin. She was everything.
She was a really good person. She was a really good friend, and yeah.
That's the best way. That's the best way to describe it, more so than any title that we can give. Like Rick,
she was legitimately our older sister, and in our little EFED community group that we have right here in SWA, Yeah, I feel sorry for you new guys because you all didn't get to know. You really missed out on a great and powerful person as Jen Savage. You really did. Jen Powell. Anyway.
I only knew her for probably less than a year, and in that year's time, I mean, like you said, I mean, she became like a sister. You know, she would have done anything for you that she could have done.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about, communicating? Someone came to me this week. One of the new guys said he really likes the part that we communicate here. Y'all would have been in love with Jen because Jen would have messaged you every damn day. Not about EFED stuff either. She would legitimately say, "Hey, how's life? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on." You know what I mean?
Me and her had actually talked. It's kind of funny. The Derby's coming around the corner, and a guy runs his own page, and I can't remember. I could ask. Christy is in her group. Jen's partner, Jen's wife, Jen's, everything. That's the best way I know how to put it. Christy is still part of SWA, I think, and I heard from her not long ago. But that's, it's a rarity to hear from her. But anyway, Jen was a super fan. Like, she's just loving. I don't know. She's just loving. She was all love. It's the best way to put it. And thinking about, like you said, how's life? She would message you, how's life? Or like she could talk wrestling or boxing with me. The first couple, when I first joined SWA, GWS, the pages, Jen watched almost my full broadcasts of me trying to judge a boxing match. I only did it probably 3 or 4 times, and then she started doing it also, and I just quit doing it.
Her inviting me on the show report is what is the only reason why I'm sitting here right now doing this show. I had never done anything kind of podcasting, that's what I call it, or anything like it. I can do live promos all day long and edit stuff together. But as far as coming out here and, being like, okay, I don't care how many people's watching me right now. It could be 5, it could be 10, it could be 20,000. 50,000 may see this at some point in time in life, and 10 years down the road, I may have to answer for some things I might say on a live. But that's beside the point. Zuckerberg quit watching me, but thanks to Jen, I started feeling more comfortable about doing shows like this with y'all, and being appreciative of, I know we over talk and stuff a lot of times, but it's a lot of time the feed is a little off by a second or two, so it's kind of hard to know when to talk and when to stop and all that stuff. But Jen taught me a lot about that kind of stuff. So I'm thankful for knowing her in my life, and I'm a better person for it. So.
Well, anyway, so she was the number 2 for a while. So since September, like I said, and you were all read it in the post, we didn't have anybody, and now since we've grown, we're at a point where we have no choice. So I
had to turn it down, people. Look, I cannot be your SWA World Heavyweight Champion, your king, your national champ. I can't be all those things, and your general manager too, and your number 2. So I had to make a choice. It was either give all this up and tell all you what to do, or keep enjoying making you people acknowledge me. Yeah.
See, that's where I come.
Sorry, my bad. Continue.
I take over. Forget take. You denied it, and I applied it. So I'm official.
We'll get to all that in a minute. All right. So you got me and Thomas, who basically just run the admin team. We run the page. We want, we have the final say over the storylines, pretty much. You can say
y'all
that's
are oiled machine. Is that fair to say? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean, okay, what I mean by over the storylines, I want people to understand how we work here. And you can ask anybody that's here. And I've told a lot of the new guys this, and this is what I told Dylan, and this is what I've told everybody, is that I like the fact that if I want Justin and Shady to go out in the storyline together, I tell you the outcome that I want. Eventually, when the story ends, this is what's going to happen. This is how we're going to start it. You two tell the story. You see what I'm saying? And you all, they just work with each other. There's not me sitting here now. We're going to do this. You two legitly work it yourself. Am I wrong on that?
No.
No.
And you only go to those people too. It's not like you go and tell everybody what's going on. You let those people know what's going on and what the plan is, and it's up to those people to carry that out, and because it's going to play out that way pretty much one way or another. Unless people just up and leave, which happens, and things have to be adjusted at that point, which we've done before and we'll do again if we have to. But I think that, I hope everybody understands that, So.
And then you have the admins, which is basically, you can think of your board of directors, but it's just the admins, and then you have your mods. Now, the admins, the mods control the pages. Okay, they control and make sure everything's in line. They approve people, they kick people, they, do whatever. They close stuff down, they open stuff up, shit like that. Sign-ups is what I'm talking about. They also help with the 2K events and everything, make sure everything's on path, commentary, you name it. All right. So now that's explained and everyone knows that, and this is how we're going to operate in the future. All right. Yeah. So the admins and myself and Thomas and the mods are all still the same, and a part of the mods is now your general managers, okay, of each individual show. So with that being said, Dylan is the general manager of Takeover. We'll talk about Outbreak in a minute, but there isn't a GM, okay? And then Studley is your GM of Anarchy. Now, Anarchy is its own breed to itself because literally, he can take the storylines that are Dylan's doing. So Dylan, okay, before we get into Anarchy, we'll talk about this. Dylan's going to have his own set of storylines for his show. The GM is going to have their own set of storylines in Anarchy. However, we're still debating. We haven't decided yet if we're going to do a draft or not. We're still talking about it. So let's say if we don't do a draft. Well, that means every show, every individual member can come on here, but these general managers are going to have to work with each other to figure out who's going to be on what show and carry on what storyline. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense. It does. And I actually we'll sidebar this later because I have an idea.
Which, let's not forget, the Anarchy, Studley can pretty much try to make a base storyline, that he wants to, but Studley has no control over the outcome of those matches.
He does.
It's strictly AI versus AI. So, the outcome is whatever the computer decides.
And really, if you think about it, it's say like there's a storyline. Okay, Dylan's going to have 2 belts, and then say SWA has all the SWA belts, okay? The main belts, okay? So it has all those belts. But let's say Dylan has a storyline with Justin and let's say Big Red, right? We got Big Red going on. Well, Dylan has a path that it wants to go on. So when it's time for Shady, he'd be like, all right, I'm going to do something. Give me one of your people that tell me where you want me to go with it. He does the match for it, correct? On Outbreak. And it's just basically working with each other. It's not one person overpowering somebody. It's literally one person going, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, where do we got to go? It's going to be a little crazy. It's going to be a little rocky. It's something we've never done before. In reality, too, if we got to go down to one show, we will. We've done this before. We went from 3 shows, 2 shows, 1 show, no shows, only pay-per-view. We'll do whatever we got to fucking do to make it work and simple. That's the only thing we want to do is keep it simple. And I see you, coal miner, there. That's Justin's daddy, everybody.
Oh, what's up, Pops?
You're live to 15,000 people. Say hello, coal miner.
Hey, buddy. Hello.
I'm opening a pot pie for him. Hang on. Say something to the crowd.
I just said hello.
Oh, okay. Well, if you 1. 6 minutes. That's all.
I have control. I have complete control. Complete.
Yeah. Jab.
Leave this paper on?
No. Take it complete. Hang on.
I have complete control of the SWA World Heavyweight Championship storylines and its belts and who it drops to, as well as the Commonwealth Championship. And I want to say Heritage, but that's just because those are the three main. The Extreme and Tag Team on the SWA side, and Takeovers is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Takeovers belts is Takeovers belts. Dylan can decide with that. The GM of Outbreak can decide what happened with the other belts. I would like to be consulted with if anything, I'll be consulted with the Commonwealth and the Heritage, but the world title's mine. I don't let that go out.
The only thing I see that I want to make clear is, like, I want to make sure that Dylan understands that and make sure that his people understand, that he's going to have a clear path for his guys to come from his show to the main roster, into the main roster storyline. That's something that he'll have to get with you about at some point to try to work those guys into the main Outbreak show. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Because, I mean, I understand these guys don't just want to compete on the one show, because we're going to, people like me are going to have to compete on that show too. Everybody's going to be competing on Anarchy because, again, it's AI versus AI. So Studley's going to, make some matches. He's going to feed it in there, and then that comes out every week. But that doesn't affect any storyline that's going on Takeover nor Outbreak. Each individual show has its own storylines as far as all that goes.
I want to take just a second.
Unless there's a crossover point, from.
Yeah, because we don't know what we're going to do yet. We don't know if we're going to do a draft and split everybody up.
That's between you and Dylan at that point. You know what I'm saying, and how y'all want to bring his guys over, and bring us over to there at that point. So just make the matches and show up for your matches.
I know Dylan wants to. With all these guys, he wants to introduce everybody. I feel like he wants until the end of May to do that. And I get what he's trying to do, but I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do our stuff. So he's going to do his thing on Takeover for now. We're going to do our stuff on Outbreak. So
my question is Dylan James competent enough? Competent, not confident, but competent. Because I question not only his competency, his competence, but his character at this point. And yes, I do have my concerns for Takeover, because I am Mr. SWA other than Rick and Shady. And I just have my concerns. That's all I'm saying, is probably the new
Now,
GM.
Speaking of, next week, the general managership is going to be on an intern basis. It's going to be an interim general manager. And until I make, because there's so many people. Justin, you applied for it. Diamond Dave applied for it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
RJ Colbert, he applied for it.
That just made me throw up a little bit, to be honest. And I wasn't.
Adam Smash did too.
I turned it down.
Who else? Shady?
Glenn Sexton applied for it.
He just quit. What?
I know.
I'm the man for the job. It is me, Rick. It is me. It is me. I've had this job before.
Marvin applied for it.
Marvin.
Look, if I wouldn't have turned it down, you people wouldn't even have had the paper applications to fill out and turn in. So
Big Red applied for it. Adam Smash applied for it. Lee Brick, is that his name? I'm trying to think of all the new people's names.
Lyrica.
Fifth Boy.
Is his name Fifth Boy now? Okay, that may. Okay.
Is it Fifth Boy or Lyric?
Hold on a second. I got my
Who
list.
cares, to be honest?
I think that's two different people. Because
they're unworthy.
Wilson Fist, the Trinity, Fifth Boy, Anxiety, Corey Tombstone, Mason Miles, Lyric, Outlaw, Cutthroat. I'm sure there's a couple more that I'm missing, but trust me, the champ knows who you all are.
Yeah. We do not have time nor the means to name a general manager after a mental disease. Anxiety. We don't need more anxiety. We have enough. Okay? We have enough, and I refuse to name Anxiety GM of anything. It's me, or it's nothing.
I love it. That was a good way to go out.
It was a good way to go out. He just said, "I'll be back." Anyway, so there's an interim GM until I can decide on someone to take it. And this person wanted to be anonymous. He did not want anybody to know about it. So it's an anonymous general manager from this point out, starting next week.
I'll find out who it is. You just wait.
Be a segment every week for you to try to figure it out.
I'm the champ. I will figure it out.
And there's something you don't know about that I need to tell you, that he is going to, I'm going to use the word govern, Outbreak through you, through an anonymous account. He's going to be messaging you, not me. That was he wants to message the world champion. He feels that the world champion should be his mouthpiece. Notice I said he, so it is a he. And
I think I like this anonymous GM.
So this anonymous GM, like I said, is just the interim general manager for now.
I said my that I'm.
I like what you did there.
Thank you, champ. Thank you.
The new Outbreak GM again.
You should.
So I've got to be your mouthpiece. You're the anonymous GM.
Oh, the first week's anonymous. Okay.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You just wait.
Is the first week anonymous really? I'm just now finding this out, and I haven't been contacted, so it's really not.
And until he's tired of doing the job, if he does a good job, then he's going to keep doing it, I guess.
Okay,
he's already chosen me as his mouthpiece. I mean, come the fuck on. I mean, this guy is making big money decisions.
You're like Michael Cole
He
during the
became,
anonymous, but you're the champion.
That's what I said too.
Here.
And I said, I really don't want to do this anonymous general manager Michael Cole thing, but he convinced me that this was the best move. It'll be such a great angle, like, no one will ever know. And when they find out, everybody's going to be, oh shit, especially Shady. And I'm like, all right, fine.
That's
to choose me as their mouthpiece and me not know who they are, like that might drive me a little crazy. So I know they're fucking with me already. So
if you get some weird ass like friend request from like some guy over in Africa or like somewhere, make sure you accept it.
That's the little beeping you're going to hear at 4:30 in the morning. The anonymous general manager says, "Oh, is that Hendrix?"
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, don't knock me because this is through StreamYard. I thought that was.
Sorry, this show is brought to you all by Vanilla Float, Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Vanilla Float. That sounds adorable. And
Jimmy only comes out this time of year, right before the 4th of July. And if you don't pick them up when you see them, they'll be gone for the whole year, and you won't see them again.
Ever?
Until the next year. But it's been like 2 years since I've seen them.
So maybe ever. My Christmas gift still hasn't come in from December like 7th when I ordered them, and I blame Joe Biden and the guy I ordered them off of. And you know who you are. I'm not going to say your name. You're my television provider also. The television works fine, by the way. But I better not badmouth it. He's a great guy. He's just busy. But doggone it, I want my Christmas gifts before this Christmas.
All right, let's do something we haven't done in a while.
Let's do it. Take your shirt off, Shady. Oh, sorry. Not that. Chocolate Toast Crunch. Does it still have the sandwich?
Oh, yeah, it does. And it's so good, brother.
Savage of the week.
One more time.
Oh, yeah.
Savage of the week.
That was really cool. Do we all get to name one, or we have to?
Well, Justin, you really haven't been here for this, have you?
I haven't.
This is a new.
Because I had a sabbatical, sort of, and then again and again. But no, I know kind of how it works, but I don't know. I think we vote on the one, right? Like we come up with one.
Shady, tell them how it works.
Shady, I was Savage of the Week once, right? And Beckley.
Savage of the Week is pretty much the promo of the week with the most heart, the most passion, the one that kind of caught the most attention of everybody, the one that grabbed everybody's, they're like, oh, hey, I need to watch this,
pulled their heartstrings like RJ does, like this, yeah.
It's a tough one.
Can I name a nominee real quick?
Yeah.
Amber Heard. Testimony today was spot on.
That was pretty savage.
That was pretty savage. Yeah. She said Johnny Depp cut his own finger off and then proceeded to beep, boop, beep. See, I'm trying to beat. He grabs his penis then? It's very strange stuff. I don't know.
There's very many on the real side. There's a lot of promos that happened this week that they all stand out the most. But the one I'm going to nominate is myself.
You know what? I'm not doing this.
That's cheating.
I liked yours a lot because it brought out the character of Rick Arrigan that we haven't seen in a while, because you've been very active, or you were very active in these chat groups. And
to me, it's a choice between Fifth Boy and Adam Smash, because these two guys made very impressive debuts this week. I know I got to give one. I'm going to give it to Adam Smash.
He did beat Diamond Dave, so you got to look at it like that. That's a cornerstone in the company.
So Adam Smash is Savage of the Week.
And Amber Heard. And you.
Adam Smash. All right.
Adam Smash, come on down, collect your prize. Which is, I don't know.
$40.
You better walk.
All right, here's the next one. The holy shit of the week.
Holy shit of the week for me would have to be
congrats.
That thunder that just thundered outside. What's up, Facebook user?
I'm not attacking these guys anymore.
I will.
Okay, do it, Shady, please.
Listen here, before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.com/Facebook. It takes less than 10 seconds, people. We want to know who you are. I don't want to have to call you user, but trust me, I will enjoy calling you user all night if I have to. Thanks for the props. Yeah, what's up, Adam? Adam Smash, I mean. Fifth Boy in here. Hey, look. Okay. We get that, but you're not going to tell us your name every time. So before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.com/Facebook.
I want to see the fifth boy. I don't want to see the other four boys and not know who's who.
How are you going to bring the Trinity up in here if we can't even see your name, sucker?
Thank you, Shady. Well said. Well stated. Perfected. This is why you're the champion. It is. I mean, I get it now. I do. I get it. You're the champion because you are the GOAT. Right? You're the GOAT. And so am I. And so is Rick. And
I ain't no GOAT.
I'm the greatest at tacos.
Greatest. Yeah, sort of. We are all here. Scott West. Which one are you? Are you third boy, fourth boy, fifth boy?
Are you the second or the third Trinity? Like, because there's like 6 of those movies, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Adam Smash. Take your ass to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Don't take but a second, seriously.
I get why Adam Smash got Savage of the Week. I'm impressed. Can I throw his name in there as a vote for the anonymous GM? Or does the anonymous GM already know?
There's already an anonymous GM.
They take over next week. Yeah. He's actually watching right now.
Yeah. Please, God, don't let it be Studley.
He's GM of Anarchy. He can't be GM of two shows.
I know, but I know how you work, Rick. We've had several lawsuits against one another now over the past 3 years. And I've enjoyed every single one of them, to be honest. Scott West first. Dylan James second, I assume. Okay.
Corey Tombstone.
I will say, everybody knows I knock on Studley a lot, but I want to give credit where credit's due. And I know Studley knows I'm joking with him all the time, and I do that because he can take a joke and he enjoys it and he loves this game that we play together, and he's very passionate about it. So I want to say props on not only Anarchy but the idea behind it and the success so far. I look forward to be even more successful as time goes on, and I'm proud of Studley.
All right, the last 30 minutes of the show, I always open it up to the floor for anybody in SWA to come in. So I'm going to send a link to the OOC chat room. If you want to come in, you can be in character, out of character, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is basically all of us out of character talking. We go back and forth. We don't really stay in it as much. So.
That says you, mother trucker. I'm the cat 24/7. How can I join the chat?
Well, first of all,
go to the locker room right now. And
first of all, you grant StreamYard your permission to show your name. Secondly,
if you're wondering how to go to StreamYard, there's a link above this post on the SWA page or wherever you're watching from. Click on that link. It says StreamYard.com. It'll ask you a question. Just pretty much it's asking permission for them to use your name, to see your name, so that way they can tell the people who you are instead of being known as Facebook user.
Or the anonymous general manager.
I mean, it could be the anonymous general manager.
But, if it is the anonymous general manager, shouldn't he or she know how to use StreamYard by now? Is that a fair case?
How do you know they don't?
Because it says Facebook user. I said if this is
because look, Dylan James is the GM of Takeover, and he don't know how to use it yet because I haven't got him set up, and I got to do that.
Okay.
By God, that's right.
Thank you, Adam Smash. Adam is smashed right now. I'm impressed. You know what? We haven't even done anything really, except
Adam messaged me earlier because I guess there was a lot of confusion about who's in charge and this, that, and Adam even volunteered to come on the show tonight and commentate some matches. So kudos to this guy. This guy's already trying to step up, and he just got here. So that shows commitment to me.
Honestly, Adam, I make fun of everyone, but I will say you've done fantastic. So, wow, who is this now? Is this fifth? Oh my God, he's got a mask. He's got COVID.
COVID.
He got his own shirt.
Oh, you designed the T-shirt. Look at you. I like it. So happy. I thought you were Marvin for a second. I was ready to run.
He got his own merch. I love it.
Oh my God, he is Marvin. Now,
ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the man, the myth, the legend killer,
the loser tonight. Oh, sorry, I had to say that. You lost, Marvin.
Shady, appreciate the introduction, man. That was fucking classic.
Okay. What about me saying you lost? That was pretty classic.
Well,
too. And you lost to the man.
Well, I can say that I lost fair and square tonight. And Fifth Boy, I'll give you credit to where it's due. You beat me fair and square. As much as I was hurt, you came out and showed what you've done. There you go.
On my way out, baby.
Well, Marvin, technically, you should have never went down to the ring.
Yep.
I have not signed off on any medical papers, Marvin, and you know that. You continue to bring these head shrinkers in thinking that you're going to pass my physical and be able to compete out there at SWA. And you are wrong once again, and tonight Fifth Boy is the winner. And Adam Smash is the Savage of the Week. And Adam Smash defeated Diamond Dave. So, I mean, we have – and I'm not knocking –
I'm gonna show y'all the real heavyweight champion belt. This is just a prelude of the real world heavyweight champion.
Thank you. I like the word prelude. Thank you, Fifth Boy.
You see this logo right here. I'm gonna show you the real championship right here.
Yeah, because we get sued for that. So hurry. I'm kidding. Oh, baby.
Fuck you, Justin.
Oh, baby.
That song bitch heavy.
It is Fifth Boy, honestly, I love that belt. That's my favorite belt in all of wrestling. No joke. I think that's got to be for me.
I actually like the.
What's that, Marvin? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
The 10 pounds of gold.
That froze up.
The greatest championship in wrestling history, I believe. Seriously, I really think so.
If you don't have this in your collection, you're not a wrestling fan.
Oh,
I resemble that remark. Shut up. I got bills to pay.
I will take a piss on that belt.
Woo!
How you like that shit?
Now you sound like Shane Douglas from ECW.
I'm not a 10 pounds of gold fan. I'm just not.
I am.
Well, hey, this belt right here is what made Ric Flair famous.
There you go. Woo! Woo! And then he made the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold kind of thing.
Yeah, the classic belt that my friend Adam Smash won. The brown leather.
And
brown leather NWA.
That has to be like the second. Even though honestly, I wish WWE would bring that back instead.
Honestly, they need to bring the wing eagle tiger back.
Oh, of course. Shady.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Talking about that one, Phil?
That's it.
That's the one. Yeah. Man, they used to, not knocking their designs. I get branding and all that, but I wish
should have put you probably should have put SWA at the top of that belt.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Got a little SWA on it. No, but seriously, everybody's I'm proud.
Ooh, I likes that. Who designed it?
I'd have to talk to I have a buddy of mine had it made.
Wow. Feel like I might need to challenge Mr. Shady for that title.
Uh-oh.
I'll put my 10 pounds of gold against your gold wing in the title.
Oh boy.
Title for title.
You might want to be careful now. You might want to do some research before you start down throwing challenges for championship belts up against me. Because as much as I don't care for that 10 pounds of gold belt, believe you me, I will take that belt from you and wear it across my right shoulder with so much pride and joy, because I'll be like, look, ladies and gentlemen, I took this belt from Fifth Boy and SWA because he was too crazy. He challenged Shady before he knew who Shady was. But hey, you do
I see Marv in the. I see Marv. Marv.
Back. Marvin is back.
You see that, don't you?
Yes, Fifth Boy, I see it.
I have to say something really
guys,
quick.
I'm about to get back with y'all, man. I gotta go make a run.
All right,
nice talking to y'all.
Appreciate you jumping on, man.
Congratulations. Thank you for the belt show. Marvin, do you have any response? Not, I mean, trying to bring up, but again, you did that you needed to. So, That being said, are you going to do what you're supposed to do this week? Be fully
This
medically.
is the only belt that matters.
Oh, I love that.
The belt, the Shady Fiend belt, by the way.
Yeah, I'd wear that belt like a mask.
Who has the? Oh, never mind. I remember.
Shady does. Oh.
I want to get one of them really, really authentic looking ones.
Michael Matos.
That's this one. This one was custom made by the guy that done the same Fiend mask.
Oh, okay.
I just had hair put on it.
Wi-Fi keeps on cutting back on my damn phone. Back to your question though, what I was saying was I got to give him fair props. He beat me fair and square when I was injured. So, hey,
Yeah.
I can't argue with the facts that was given. So why not?
There you go, buddy.
Great effort on, but Shady looks beautiful with his Fiend on, getting his Fiend on. No, it's great.
I gotta give shout out and props to Thomas Walker Jr. because he gave that belt to me, and that is awesome. So
Thomas, the new vice chairman, right? Vice chairman,
the new vice chairman of SWA.
Congratulations to him, by the way.
Yes, congrats.
Most definitely.
We just hope Rick doesn't die because he'll really mess everything up, you know.
Do not die on me, Rick, please. I beg you.
I'm trying, believe me.
Let me
rephrase it. I'm trying not to. Shit.
But
how many tupuses did you get pulled today, man?
I got the whole right side of my face taken out.
Oh,
yesterday.
I know how it feels, brother. Trust me.
Yeah.
Then the 16th, I get the left side.
Damn.
And then I start getting fitted for my fake teeth, and then I should be all right.
But I just wanted to speak. I wanted to kind of speak on my injury for a minute because it's really something serious. As y'all may know, I am taking about a week off. So this Monday or Friday, whenever Canarchy's done, I will be taking a week off, like before Genesis, because of my injury Friday, and then I had a car wreck Friday on top of it. So yeah, I mean it's much more serious than what I thought. So.
Just take care of yourself, man. First, I mean that's what's most important,
prayers, buddy.
So
I will definitely. I mean, at least I can fix my car, but godly, I mean, Friday was one of the worst days that I've ever had in my entire life.
Right. Yeah, just know that no matter how much shit is ever talked, and that's why there's an in character and an out of character locker room. You know what I'm saying? So that way, you want to talk shit, go to the in character locker room.
I wish these folks figured that out.
Right. Well, I mean, most of us know when the others are being sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like we're used to just having the one chat, but so I mean, people like Justin, he's got a wild sense of humor. So him and RJ, they're going to go at it most of the time. No matter what chat
when we all met up together, I know that you, Adam, and Fitzboy, Scott, and all them, they live so close to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That like he said last week, you can literally go outside and they're there. Well, when we got to meet up, we all met up to see Caleb, our friend. He's an independent wrestler. We got to see we went to a show together, and when we met up, RJ showed up, and see Justin's the original GM of Outbreak, and we had Mayhem, which was RJ, right? So they had this GM war going on back and forth. It was just beautiful. They just fucking hate each other, and it's great. So we met up and we went to IHOP. Well, RJ was coming from Knoxville. He lives in Knoxville, so he was on his way up to Ashland, Kentucky, where we were at, and he came in after we went to IHOP, and Justin goes, RJ, found him in the parking lot of the hotel. RJ, oh, I got you some fucking breakfast, dude. Here, it's leftovers, right, from IHOP. I have it recorded, and I didn't post it, but he reached for the food, and fucking Justin just let it fall, and boom, fucking eat it, bitch, and walked away on the fucking parking lot. I mean, they're always at it, always.
That sounds like.
But no, Shady. Second elimination. You know what's kind of funny though, really?
There's the fisters.
Me and Rick, we was actually in the King Character chat, you know, and he was talking shit and I was too. And Rick texted me privately and said, "Do you know that this is an in character chat?" I said, "Fuck yeah, dude. Why do you think I'm doing it for?"
Well, we're not used to it. How you doing, Mr.
You know,
Fist?
that's just the way I talk shit to people, Rick.
Doing
You just
great.
gotta
How are
know
you guys
me.
doing?
Is that the World Heavyweight Championship you got on? Is that the big goal?
That or is the IWGP.
That's the IWGP, isn't it? That's the V4 belt. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Got to be the right belt, Shady said. Got to be the right belt.
Right.
Well,
That's
a belt
heavy too.
I would say it's the right belt.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He blew himself up.
Yep.
Oh,
Right belt,
man.
wrong connection.
Yeah, broke the internet. He'll be back.
But yeah, just know that we're all family here, man. We all care about each other's well-being. You know what I'm saying? We understand life comes first. You ever have anything you need to come to somebody and say, you know, our inboxes are always open. Might tell you to fuck off,
sure.
you know, but it's said out of love.
Yep, that's right. Here he is again, by the way. So hope you don't crash the phone this time.
I really hope so.
So how are you, Mr. Wilson Fist? What brought you here to SWA?
Actually, Tombstone did. Adam was right along with me on a couple things over in another little organization, and everything literally just went tits up, and Corey invited us over here.
Before we go on, make sure I put characters to faces to real people. You're Scott West, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay. Let's make sure. There's
That
so many
is
damn new people, bro. Like I can't keep up. Adam, though, I can keep up with Adam because his name is Adam Smash. Adam.
Yeah, man. Honestly, the guy that ran the group that a lot of us came from, like, turned it into such a shit show that the majority of them, like, hey, man, SWA sounds great. We're just gonna go over there.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, that's I've been in e-fetting for over 20-something years, and it's something that happens. You know, somebody gets an idea, they're like, hey, I can do this better than somebody else, and they have a good idea, but following through with, you know, those ideas is kind of tough sometimes. And
yeah,
sorry, Rick, man, like my Wi-Fi keeps on cutting on and shit.
No, you're good. In my opinion, to have a successful e-fed company like we do, like Rick does,
say it's not just mine. I might be a co-founder and the boss, but in reality, it's ours.
It's all about communication, man.
It takes the group. It takes everybody. You know, it takes people wanting to do this. You know, nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting, you know, really any kind of rewards except for meeting friends and having something in common with each other.
What I love already is Adam and I'm going to say Scott. I'm sorry. But Scott already come to me and they were like, hey, like, if you need any help backstage or anything, we're here to fucking help. Like, we want to help. We want to do this. We want to do that. So I've heard it. Believe me, I'm going to be coming to you here soon. Like, you have no idea.
I bet that is fine. Like, I enjoy, like, helping put the story together and, you know, keeping it flowing. I like long-term booking, long-term storytelling. You know, I have no problem, like, communicating with the people that I'm working with, especially, like, you know, if I were in a feud with Shady, trust me, dude, I'm gonna be talking to you every single day, you know, over, like, well, what do you want to do with this? There's some people, like, I just don't know them yet, so I might not be, like, in their inbox every day, but, you know, I'm trying to get on that rhythm with everybody here because it's a much bigger roster than we're used to.
Oh yeah, man, it's way bigger and way better. Trust me on that.
I can tell that.
How are you all?
Hey,
what's up, Corey?
Oh, now you're here.
How's it all going, y'all?
It is going.
How about you, Corey? Have you been smoking any green today, bud?
Oh, dude, always. Come on now. We all know this.
Hell yeah.
I'm on vacation.
I don't know about you, man, but I don't know about you, but I set a dude on fire this week.
Let me explain
you
something
got
to y'all.
to smoke that green while you're on vacation, man, of course.
Let me explain something. Thank you, SWA, for all this beautifulness.
Neat.
Hey.
Oh, but I wanted to hop on here real quick while I'm on my vacation. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody that showed up for Takeover. I also wanted to say, amazing show for Outbreak. Now, Marv, I got a question.
What's up?
Do you just enjoy holding on to a man's ass so you can get a pin, or is it just the fact that you like I get that now you hold the longest reigning thing for SWA, but like
Marv don't.
That's just the way that you booked it. I mean, hey, I mean, it is what it is. It's a win, but I mean, that's just the way you booked it. So,
listen, man, it was 1 minute and what, 15 seconds? A minute and 15 seconds.
No, a minute 17. Let me recorrect that. A minute 17.
That's insane.
Minutes are the longest training title.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. And plus on top of it, Corey, that I was hurt on top of it. So. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy to believe. So, hey, all props.
Well, I would personally like to thank Mr. Tombstone for giving me the option to set somebody on fire.
Listen, all right. I was just happy to be able to come down to that ring and tell you to pin him because I didn't want to see the man get hurt any more than he already was.
I mean, he asked me what I could do against the God of Destruction. So, I mean, I don't know what to say now.
God damn.
Well, to jump out of character, y'all, how is everybody's fucking day? How is everybody?
I just got off of work about 30 minutes ago.
Actually,
normally I'm like Shady. I'm a big kayfabeist, but like I don't know. I'm on vacation. I want to jump out of character for once.
Yeah, right now I've got my computer's being slow as shit for the moment, but I got a promo uploading at the moment.
Nice.
One for Big Red. And the aftermath of my fight with Getty.
Nice. Rick, how's the mouth? Is that cigarette making it any better?
I need to stop it. I've smoked 3 now, so I got to quit. So today I smoked 3. I mean, that's back to back to back. That's the most I've smoked back to back to back since yesterday.
Dry socket's overrated.
So
it truly is.
Yeah.
Why didn't you ask them to take them all at once, like Shady did? Like I would not have wanted to go through it again.
My dentist won't do that. She only does half and then does the other half. That's how she works.
I would have changed doctors in a minute.
Some dentists won't because now it's just for some people's better benefit. You know
what? Just to go through more pain? Fuck that. I want it done and over with. Just like my tattoos. I want it done and over with. Let's go.
Honestly,
I'm amongst didn't want to do it either. So I mean, but I told him straight up. I said, "You're getting paid, so down do it."
2 things.
I'm just glad I'm amongst the teeth impaired now. I used to be the only one. They're like, "Damn, what the hell wrong with your teeth, boy?"
2 things. My dentist is the only dentist in my area that my insurance is in network, so it's cheaper on me to go to. So I'm going to that period. I can't tell her to shove it and go find somewhere else. If I do, then I got to go to town. Then I got to go to Lexington, and I ain't going to no fucking Lexington. Fuck that.
I got to go to Hollandale. It ain't too far, but it's far enough.
Yeah, it's 2 hours for me to Lexington, Kentucky. So no. And then the other one reason is honestly, when she did it, I didn't feel shit. I was awake. They didn't put me to sleep. They just numbed my mouth. That was it. What sucked is coming home, and then I did not stop bleeding forever. Like, I seriously thought, Shady told me to quit bitching and quit being a bitch because I thought I was fucking dying. I thought I was bleeding out. So
after you changed the gauze a couple times, you're like, well, guess I'll just die.
Pretty much that's what happened yesterday.
The only reason you're going
to this is how I go
is because there's constant moisture in your mouth.
Yep. I know. I got 4 pulled the year before last and 6 last year. So
I only have one of my molars in the backside of my left part of my mouth. Like I only have one of my molars, and it's the top one. So it always constantly like gets in the way, bites other shit, bites my cheek all the time. It fucking hurts. So like I gotta have that one pulled, but that's the only one I gotta have pulled.
Before you're ever even a teenager, and they're only meant to last. They're only meant to last about 20 or less years.
Yep.
So by the time you hit your 30s, your adult teeth are starting to deteriorate.
When your teeth get ready to go, they go, and it don't matter how good you take care of your mouth, don't matter how good you brush, floss, it don't make a fuck.
You could go to the dentist 10 times a year now, and see that was why I decided to have mine pulled, because I didn't want to go to the dentist 2 or 3 times a year to pay for the same shit year after year after year.
See, I just go for the cleanings. I told him, I'm like, I don't want you to sit there and scrub my teeth. Just fucking whiten them. Let's go.
Right.
There's no point. Like I didn't plan on making it past 20. So,
like I said, they the cost of all that shit. I done got to the point where, man, somebody shipped me some of that new Novocaine shit they use and some pliers and a hammer, and I'll be fine.
Amen to that. I'll do it my damn self. Give me some pliers. I'll do it.
That is the one thing I lucked up at with my job, because for the first like 4 or 5 years I was there, I couldn't even think about affording any of the insurance, but at least the dental and vision was like $25 a pay period, and I was like, fuck it, at least I can go to the dentist.
Take that shit.
I don't even see that shit in the first place. Doesn't bother me. I lucked up that my regular dentist took it, but my lazy ass hadn't got up and gone in a while. So,
Rick, I'll smoke one for you, bud.
Appreciate it. I went 30 hours without smoking.
Hell
so that's
yeah!
a good thing, right?
My boss
Hell
won't let
yeah!
me smoke in the house.
I will say though, I if you ever come down to Florida, don't ever go to fucking Busch Gardens. That shit was not worth any part of that money. Fuck that shit.
Like, there's a whale.
Listen, we could have afforded going to Disney World instead of Busch Gardens, and we should have done that. Fuck Busch Gardens. Don't go to Florida for Busch Gardens.
Fuck Busch Gardens, he said. I agree.
Some bullshit. I spent way too much.
I'm going to Florida in about 3-4 weeks just to stay drunk for a fucking week. Don't worry. I'll drop a couple promos.
If you're going to drink, then go to Busch Gardens and go on a bunch of roller coasters.
That sounds awesome as fuck. Like, if you're gonna drink, then
listen. If you're bringing kids, don't go. Don't bring your fucking kids. It's not worth it.
Oh no, it's just me and a bunch of high school buddies that just get together and like spend the week drunk as fuck.
Oh yeah, then definitely go to Busch Gardens because they got nothing but hot women and fucking. They got hot women and roller coasters. What else?
Corey's speaking facts right now. Oh God, bro.
Look, listen, all right. We spent so much money on Busch Gardens, right? It's either you're bringing your little kids, like your little 2-year-old, 3-year-olds, or your grown ass, like it's just a group of grown ass adults. There's no happy medium. It's a waste of money if you're going as a happy medium.
I went to Busch Gardens once until she kicked me out.
That sounds like a dad joke.
Yeah.
Last year I went with my buddies on this vacation because we do it once a year, and I went to, I think it was Jacksonville, Florida. No, it was Dolphin Island last year. And I
know exactly where that is.
God dog, I took my IW. These cigarettes. I gotta go have me a cigarette. I'll be back in a second.
I'm sorry.
I took my IWGP belt. I took my IWGP belt with me because I was like planning on running a D&D game, and I was going to use it for flair, but I never did. And eventually one of my buddies got to talking to me about wrestling, so I went and brought the belt out. And we spent 2-3 days sitting on the beach patio, just like everybody passing the belt around. And we would just start getting up and like waving it at the people on the beach and showing it off and stuff like that. And we had this like really hot mom and daughter come over from next door. Like, we were hoping we could see the belt. Like, and the next thing you know, I'm sitting there with it on my shoulder, and they're like, "Are you really a wrestler? That's so cool." And I had to tell them, like, "Nah, it's just an e-pad."
Eat it up.
But it took everything in me, though, not to be like, actually, yes, I am the Underground Wrestling Order International World Champion. That's what this stands for, International World. Like, man, I was about to lay it on thick, but I was just like, nah, my friends won't let me do that.
We went to where the fuck was it, Texas, like a year or two ago, and a buddy of mine was actually like an indie wrestler, and he brought his belt with him because he had to do a promo. And he takes that motherfucker everywhere. Like, dead ass, we're sitting there in the fucking Denny's, and this motherfucker's got it around his waist. And I'm just like, come on, dude. Can you just take it off so we can go to breakfast? And he's like, nah, man. Nah, not at all.
Nah, dude, everybody got to see it.
No, can't do that.
He's like, what am I, like, how many times do you think I'm going to be the fan? I'm like, I don't know, maybe once.
Can you quit?
Yeah, dude.
I will tell everyone.
Quit waving the title around, Shady. Somebody gonna take it from you.
What?
Well, I mean,
I was
the
gonna say,
thing
do I have to
is,
call Mad Dog back in here so Shady can get some action so he can start kicking that motherfucker instead of me?
well, see, think about that is it is a beautiful belt, but is it blessed by the wrestling machine?
Woo!
Are we talking Brian Cage? Because he's the only machine I respect.
We're talking Kurt Angle.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no.
Corey said no. Fuck that.
I think Ryback might have touched it one time.
I will say that was a moment.
Might have touched it, so does that count?
Listen, we're not going to talk about Ryback because CYM doesn't even
about
want to
Ryback.
touch them.
That was probably one of my favorite moments with the IWGP belt was when we took it and we met Jerry Lawler, Kurt Angle, Scott Steiner, a bunch of people. It's Jerry.
Was that
Lawler's
where you met
wrestling
Sting? Was that show? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, we all went up there and they let us take pictures in all our Bullet Club gear with our belts up in front of the entryway and all kind of stuff. And Kurt Angle was there and man, you can tell after all the years, Kurt Angle's tired. You could almost see it in his face, God damn, I hate this. I just want to go home.
That's how I feel about when you look at Jeff now.
And, I walked up, handed him the IWGP belt. I was like, I have to get this signed. And he just kind of took it for a second, looked at it, got this big smile on his face. He's like, I haven't seen this belt in so long. Man, where do you want me to sign this at? Dude, I don't care if you sign it on the fucking plate. Just somewhere.
I would have had him sign underneath the strap, underneath the main plate.
No, when we went and saw Sting, that was a different show. We went.
Yeah, that was at Comic-Con. Yeah, Sting and JBL were Comic-Con. Kurt Angle, Scott Steiner, and all them were at Jerry Lawler's wrestling reunion
in a casino.
Yeah, that was in Tunica. I know the whole time we were at Comic-Con in Jackson last year, we were all in Bullet Club gear. So we go walking in all these Bullet Club shirts, and we couldn't go anywhere without people too sweet me, bro. Too sweet me, bro.
Yeah. We made Sting his own official BCM t-shirt.
Yeah, I saw that. Which, by the way, Fifth, if you're still watching, I want my fucking shirt.
I'm still waiting on some shirts too, man.
I love that dude like a brother. But you gotta stay up
I
in
got
his
you,
ass.
man. I got you. I'm like, bet. All right.
What, Scott?
I love that man like a brother, but you have got to stay on his ass. Fifth, I love you, but bro, we've had a
all
joke.
Our meetings an hour early just so we'll get there on time.
Yeah, I was about to say we've had a joke going for a while about Fifth. Okay, we're getting together at 9, right? So we tell Fifth we're getting together at 7, so he'll show up on time.
That sounds like Justin.
Yeah.
But now when he gets here, he's ready to work, but it's getting him normally everybody else will show up and then Fifth will just come walking up out of nowhere man, we've been waiting on you for an hour and a half.
Yep, that's Justin.
Hey, for the record, this is better than the stuff you got. Sorry.
No. Vanilla flow.
Yes, I don't need extra. It's already got 23. I don't need 2 more.
But that makes it a nice even 25, and that's the best number.
Yeah, I do want to try that strawberry Dr. Pepper. That looks pretty good.
That dark berry?
Yeah, no, it's straight up strawberry. It's one of.
I just want them to put the cocaine back in the Cokes.
Did you see that fucking tweet?
It's already there. They just can't tell you.
The Elon Musk tweet about buying Coca-Cola and putting the cocaine back in.
Yeah.
Fucking do it.
Great.
My teeth would feel a lot better if they did that.
I'll get so much shit done.
But not really.
It's a good thing I don't drink. It's a good thing I don't drink Coke.
I do every now and then, but I've gotten to that habit where if I drink a canned Coke, I'm gonna drink a bottle of water right behind it.
If I'm drinking, if you see me drinking a Coke, it means I'm out of Dr. Pepper.
I've had 3 kidney stones. I don't play with that shit no more.
That makes sense. I don't need to drink as many as I do. I drink at least 6 sodas a day, probably.
Shit, I drink about a case.
God damn, a case, jeez.
I don't do anything. I quit all my drugs and all my drinking, so I got to do something.
I feel that 100%. That's why I stuck to Pepsi.
That's why I do.
That's why I smoke up a lot of bud.
Yeah, dude, I went through a whole ass ounce on this trip, man.
I used to do. I was one of those drug heads that was like, "What do you got?" That's my favorite. I did all of it.
I was one of those that like I swore forever I wasn't gonna get into marijuana, and then like my grandfather passed away when I was 18, and I was like, "Fuck it, somebody passed me a blunt."
Yeah.
And from that point, I was just like, Mary Jane is my first love. She is my longest running love. She is still a part of my life to this day. She treats me good, and I try to take care of her in the same way.
Yep, me too, brother. Me too.
She treated me good while we were together.
Listen, I promise when I come down to see y'all,
I'd
come down to the studio,
I'd give everything else up, but I'd give everything else up. But no, I'm not putting down my green. I can't do
amen
it.
to that.
That's me.
My
green is the best. It's the best medicine on the face of the planet. So
she wasn't making me feel special no more, so I had to give her up.
Where the fuck did Rick go? I just see a wall. Where the fuck did Rick go?
I'm getting my narco, bitch. I'm getting my narco. Leave me alone.
Oh, I thought he was getting a
ask and you shall receive.
He's getting his liquid hydrocodone.
I just took it.
His injectional morphine.
We used to get vials of that shit and just drink it. Here, man. Here's yours. Here's yours. Here's yours.
That's what, yeah, we used to do the same shit.
We used to get sipping
on some scissor.
And
Dude, I like that song, but my cousin absolutely burned it out to the point I can't listen to it anymore.
Right.
This is my fucking
like
dinner.
It's cool to like a song, but when that song came out, my cousin literally took me riding for like 3-4 hours, and he only played that song.
Jesus.
I hate music nowadays.
Did y'all hear about there was a Garth Brooks concert out in California, and the people got so loud while he was singing the song down in Baton Rouge that it registered like an earthquake.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm surprised that there was a Garth Brooks concert in California because
hey, Garth Brooks is a legend.
We all know how they feel about the evil country music.
Oh God.
Me, I was raised on it. Like, I was pretty much raised on it. It was my cousin that came along when I was like 14 that was like, dude, here's fucking Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvana. Like, here's some fucking rap. Listen to something besides country.
Well, I don't count anything from like 98 on up as country because it's not. So
listen, Ryan Upchurch, man. I mean, that man's changing the world right now as country.
Yeah, well, he can have it too.
We're having there's a Kane Brown concert in my town this weekend. He's going to have, I forget who's going to be there with him, but it's the biggest concert he's ever had because it's his hometown. So
right. I mean, we went to a Luke Bryan concert. We went to a little, what the fuck is it? Little Big Town. That was a good one.
Yeah,
Jack Brown Band.
And
That was
Laura
another good one.
went to the same high school I did.
Me and Fifth Boy, we're from Greenville, Mississippi, bumfucked Egypt, but we got a couple of celebrities that are from here too. So,
well, I live in the same hometown as Billy Ray Cyrus. Where I went to the same high school as Billy Ray Cyrus.
Really?
I live in the same town Miley Cyrus was born at too. And not only that, the Judds are from my hometown too. And she just died. So
yeah, I know. Jerry Rice is from here.
Who else is from here? Bobby Blaze.
Steve Azar is from here.
Listen, the late Brody Lee taught at the school that I went to when I was in high school.
Hey, speaking of Brody Lee,
he was amazing. And then Mashamed Ahad or whatever the fuck that.
An amazing talent gone far too soon.
Yeah, boy, that's all that it's juice, man.
See, I miss Brody Lee because I feel like they never really got a chance to delve into that
I love that. That's awesome.
Evil leader, like the mock of Vince McMahon that he was doing. Like I don't feel like they got to lean into the Exalted One the way that they should have before he passed.
I don't either.
They had some great moments, but I was really looking forward to it. Now I just keep hoping they'll bring Bray Wyatt. But
man, I miss Bray Wyatt. I don't care where
Wyndham
he goes,
Rotunda.
as long as he goes somewhere.
I just like if I could book it, like I keep hearing a lot of people say that, like, oh, he should come over and lead the Dark Order, but if I could
want him
Bray
to go to
Wyatt
New
into
Japan.
AEW,
Listen, my biggest dream match is him and Evil. I want to really push that.
Oh, I'd love that. Well, but I mean, because everybody's thinking he's going to go to AEW. So if he does, I wouldn't make him so much the leader of the Dark Order, but I'd have him come along and, like, -1 is supposed to be the one they're all following. It's Brody's son. So I would have him come to -1 and just start like, I know the greatness your father had planned for you.
Yeah, agreed.
And I could show you what he had intended. You just have to follow me. And, let him be that evil, like, worm tongue character in -1's ear.
That means they got to start cutting out all the people that are really like the comedy characters in the Dark Order now.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, is a bad thing, because that means the roster is going to spread out pretty nicely. But
they just let go of Stu Grayson. So
as long as they leave
Stu
my boy
Grayson's
Danhausen alone, I like Danhausen.
Yeah, Danhausen would be Danhausen.
Very evil and very good. Yes.
I want to see
Danhausen,
Bray
man.
Wyatt and yeah, that would be funny.
Danhausen.
Very good. Very evil.
Oh, you're very evil.
I'm very cussed.
Oh, I feel the bad jujus.
Yeah.
Why does my curse not work on you?
And I could just hear him. It's because I followed the buzzards all the way here.
Man, I liked going back and watching Bray Wyatt's, like, his, like, what was it, the OVW? Or it wasn't OVW. What was it, Adam? The developmental he went through before
FTW.
NXT or any of that. FTW. Man, some of the promos he cut in that were, like, literally spine chilling.
Well, did you know he had another gimmick? I just watched a video on that.
Eli Cottonwood always in the background on all his promos.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Where is he now? Like, what is he doing?
I don't think he could cut it, so they just let him
Listen,
go.
I like his style. I like the way he looked. I mean, they really could have paired him and Big Cass together, and that would have been a pretty decent looking team.
That's that's a weird phrase now, because, like, couldn't cut it by WWE standards is completely different from couldn't cut it by any other wrestling organization standards.
10, 12
says
years
the guys that just released a whole bunch of new talent that, like, they did, apparently Loomis and a whole bunch of other good guys. Come on now. Loomis was an Impact tearing shit up for months.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't got any recruits from, like, other organizations except Cody Rhodes in the past, like, 5 years, because they keep letting people go. They
to make it in the WWE, the fans have to pop for you one way or the other. And if the fans ain't talking about you, Vince don't want nothing to do with you.
Yep.
That's the reason why Corey Graves got cleared, but nobody's talking about it.
Well, the bad thing is, all Vince really cares about, though, is when the fans are talking about the stuff he wanted to get over. Like, every time a superstar gets over organically, like, they get over with the crowd. Dude, look what he did to Zack Ryder.
Keith Lee is a perfect example of that. Keith Lee is a perfect example.
Keith Lee is an amazing example. I love Keith Lee so much. Just hands down, my favorite thing going today. And WWE was like, nah. He's literally got everything we need, but he can go.
They ever release So Is Sikoa, I'm going to NXT and I'm burning the building down. You've heard it here first.
When he pounced Adam Cole into the 5th row, I was just sold.
Yes.
Awkward silence.
He just randomly popped out. Oh shit.
Well, damn. Bye.
He said he has to take his dog out. He had to go.
No.
Hopefully, he doesn't kick him on the way in.
But I do gotta go too. I just took.
All right, Rick. I'm gonna hop off of here as well. So I'll talk to y'all later. We'll see.
Adam,
DM.
Scott, Dylan,
All right,
and
gentlemen.
everybody tonight. I'll be talking to all y'all here soon. Believe me.
Sweet.
Absolutely. You message me whenever you get a chance, man.
I'm gonna go enjoy the sunshine and rainbows that this medicine is about to bring me.
Absolutely, you do that.
All right, guys.
Good, brother.
Good night.
All right, guys.
Cheesecake. Cheesecake. Cheesecake, what are you doing? Okay. Get it, Cheesecake. Get it. Get it, Cheesecake. Yes.